Here's just another example of a death by the language and by the numbers. This is Ziad Rahbani. Ziad Rahbani. I'm not familiar with the character, but as I mentioned, another example. Lebanese composer and son of iconic singer Fayrouz. This character dies at age 69. And I want to make sure I'm pronouncing his mom's name correctly. It's spelled differently than what I once knew. Fayrouz. It looks like Fayrouz. Fayruz. Let me verify that. Here, let's verify it together.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
Fayrouz.
Fayrouz. Okay, Arabic female. Okay, so this is... Oh, okay. You see how it's Fairuz. Over here it's Fayrouz. Maybe it doesn't matter. But this is his mother right here. Okay. Known as Fayrouz is the stage name. Lebanese singer. She is widely considered an iconic vocalist and one of the most celebrated singers in the history of the Arab world. See her right there. Wow, there's got to be an updated picture. She's age 90. So, man, if she's 90, she's looking pretty good for 90, wouldn't you think? So I guess maybe, not that bad. Looking pretty good for age 90. Right? R.I.P. to her son. You could see her son right here. Lebanese composer, pianist, playwright, and political commentator. He was her son, obviously. One of Lebanon and the Arab world's most famous singers. So these characters are well known in the Arab world. One of the founders of modern Arabic music. Look, he's got the New Year's Day birthday as well. Oops. New Year's and New Year's Day right there. Remember, New Year's equals New Year's. You get the 1-1 right there. Don't forget that. New Year's January 1st. I'm not saying that's like the real New Year's or New Year's factors into their world. I'm just saying that, it does over here in this fake world that we have, right? So I'm just going to enter that right there. But I told you this is another one by the numbers. Let's play this video, and then we're going to get into it.
The news spread quickly. A cultural icon has died. Ziad Rahbani was known to multiple generations for his music, his plays, and his political satire, and not just in Lebanon. Gabi Haddad is lost for words.
It's Ziad. It's too big to someone like me speak about him. For me at least, he's a great person.
Ziad comes from a family of artists, survived by his mother Fayrouz, who is considered the most famous and esteemed performer in the Arab world. Known as the voice of the voiceless, Ziad will be remembered for rising above the sectarian divisions that dominate post-war politics in Lebanon.
And Ziad was a communist
But I had friends in school that were extreme right, and they would even love him and repeat his jokes because they could relate to him, because what he was talking, it's about the suffering of the popular class.
Many will remember Ziad as a fearless critic of an entrenched political class that he described as corrupt medieval men wearing civilized clothes.
With Ziad, there's always a very pleasing meaning behind his lyrics, and so when you listen to them, it's more than just the melody and the voices and the song, it's also the ideas behind it.
In a country that was and is still at war with itself, Ziad championed marginalized groups, aligned himself with resistance causes while bringing laughter and people together.
There's been an outpouring of tributes to Ziad Rahbani. There's consensus that his death is a loss to Lebanon. The country lost a part of itself, is what one artist wrote.
We lost a legend, is what many say.
Look at everything he says. Everything is true. Whatever you listen to him, even if he said it 30 years ago, it's like he's saying it right now.
In recent years, Ziad Rahbani made fewer public appearances, but his voice and message live on. Zana Khuder, Al Jazeera, Beirut.
They're saying that this guy was a legend over there, you know, at a time where we lose Hulk Hogan, right? We lose Hulk Hogan. We lose Ozzy Osbourne. And we lose Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show. Okay, so now, you know, they're saying this guy is a legend in that world. Now, look, this guy with the RIP, right? That's interesting. He's born in Lebanon. That kind of sounds like LeBron, huh? You know, maybe we get some big LeBron news. You know, he's trending all the time, so you know it's going to say LeBron James may join the Dallas Mavericks, right? But they're always going to hit with those rumors. We don't know what's really going to happen. So I want to show you over here now, you know, we get another legend in that world dying, the Arabic world. There's his mom. Notice his mom. You can see her upcoming birthday leaves 40 days in the year. Check it out. Dude is a composer, right? Composer equals 40. He dies at age 69. His name has 69 in the reverse reduction cipher. Right? Icon. His mom's an icon. And they're saying the guy had, you know, he had something to say with about like politics, and you know, he had like political satire, right? So you know, maybe they're saying no cause was immediately given, by the way. Okay, no cause of death given in my Associated Press article. I may go see if there's some kind of update, but I'm not surprised if they just say no comment, right? Not surprising to me at all. But they keep mentioning he had something to say about politics. Okay. And I mean, look at that though. Dead at 69, and in reverse reduction, you get 69. That's one of the 4 main ciphers that I use when doing my breakdowns. And look at that right there. You see how it hits one more time. They're saying legend status here is what we heard in the video. I want you to see how he died 159 days before his next birthday. That also hit with Donald Trump equals 159 in the language, who's heavily trending. Paramount Skydance Corporation even equals 159, and I think that was my last breakdown. And I hit that, and that was on the fly at the time, but I went ahead and just made a little slide for y'all. The newly merged Paramount and Skydance will be named Paramount Skydance Corporation. And that was all connected with Donald Trump. Okay? And you can see that 159 connection there. And you can also see how that connects to Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, as you see those 129s, but that 159 right there. Okay, and you could say that's 159 days before his birthday, Ziad dies, or Ziad, however you want to say it. Ziad. Look, so his death date and his birthday, so there's 158 days in between those two dates. He dies on the day leaving 158 days in the year. See that right there? How about that? 158 days between the two dates, death date and the next birthday. Dying on the day leaving 158 days. I thought it was worth mentioning he dies on Sinead O'Connor's birthday. And she's kind of also known for being outspoken, affiliated with music as well. Right? She died at age 56. He dies on the anniversary of her death. Time flies. Man, it's been 2 years. He's born in 56. She dies at age 56. He dies on her 2-year death anniversary. She also has a connection here. Besides that 56, Sinead O'Connor's connection to Lebanon stemmed from her interest in the Middle East. So you got a Middle East connection here. This dude's a Lebanese, do they call him like a singer? A composer. Is a composer considered a singer? I don't know. He's affiliated with music. His mom's a singer. But Lebanon, right? She's connected to the Middle East. Lebanon, a part of the Middle East. Her interest in the Middle East, her support for the Palestinian cause, and her eventual conversion to Islam. Look, she frequently spoke out about the Palestinian plight and even boycotted Israel, citing a deep sympathy. And they're saying this guy had like political opinions and, things of that nature. They mentioned political a few times in the video. And she's outspoken as well. So I think that's interesting. He dies on her 2-year death anniversary. And you got that 56 connection. which also I connected the 65 to Candace Owens and Hulk Hogan as well. I think there was 65 with both of their names. Owens, Hogan, Candace Owens is trending. Even Owen Hart, who, if I remember correctly, was born in 65. So we get that 56 going here. Okay, so a nice short one. We really landed with that 69 right there. And they're saying this guy is a legend as we lose some legends on the world stage over here. Everything, everyone's got to fill it, right? So you may not have heard of this character. I never heard of this character, right? This pianist, composer, playwright, and political commentator, the son of Fayrouz, one of the Lebanon and the Arab world's most famous singers, and Rahbani, who I guess was his dad, maybe, one of the founders of modern Arabic music. Many of his musicals, satires, Lebanese politics, both during and after the Lebanese Civil War, and are often critical of the traditional political establishment. Right? And here's his mother again, right here. I didn't really do a whole big deep dive on his mother. Her birthday is one day after Joe Biden, and there's a political thing going on here, a political theme. Her birthday is one day after Big Joe Biden. And remember, this guy was born on New Year's, just to throw that out there, okay? And don't forget, you got that Donald Trump connection. This guy dies 159 days before his birthday, and Donald Trump equals 159. You see that right there? Who are they saying his dad is again? I don't know where I just read that. Where did I just read that? Anyways, oh, right there. Rahbani. So they're saying this is his father. Let's see if we get anything with his father on the fly. So right here, man, he died 7 days after Trump's birthday. Trump's got the June 14th. So look, we get Trump connections one more time. The dude's even got the 4th day of the 5th month birthday, 45, and Trump's the 45th president, along with the 47th president. You get that 45 again. Right there, and dude dies 7 days after Trump's birthday. This guy's born in 23, and Donald equals 23, man. So his father, again, Lebanese composer, part of the Rahbani brothers with his brother Mansour Rahbani. And this is dude's mother that died in our article here that we speak of. I guess that's like her real name, Nohad Haddad. Fayrouz, you see, right? So, man, you get these Donald Trump connections one more time. Good Lord. And then this, the birthday one day after Biden for his mom. Dude dies 159 days before his birthday when Donald Trump equals 159. Man, Isn't that, I mean, it's just wild, isn't it? You get that Sinead O'Connor connection. You know? You get that Sinead. You know, let's just enter here, you know, maybe like Sinead and politics. A politically outspoken artist known for her activism and controversial stances on social and political issues. They basically just said that same thing about this dude, right? Isn't that wild? I can't even... What the hell's his last name? Oh, Rahbani. Criticism of Lebanese politics, man. Dies on Sinead's 2-year anniversary. So I'm... You know what I'm saying? One more time, we get another script. Another, you know, it's just like one big script playing out here. Right? It doesn't matter what the character. This hits the trending news. Again, Ziad Rahbani equals 69, dead at age 69. They're saying no cause or no cause given. Right? The death was confirmed by a person close to Rahbani who spoke anonymously. The cause of death not immediately clear. Let's see if there's an update. Look, okay. This says a heart attack now. Remember Hulk Hogan died cardiac arrest, which can sometimes be confused with heart attack, I guess. But look, son of the iconic singer. What, I don't know what the source is, but this is saying heart attack. The eldest son of singer Fayrouz right here. Okay, so whatever this source is from 20 hours ago is saying a heart attack. How did they say Sinead died? How did Sinead O'Connor die? I should know.
According to ABC
Okay.
News, in January, a coroner's court said O'Connor died of natural causes.
Okay. So we do want to put heart attack in our calculator over here. We want to do that. And I'm not sure what that source... I'm not sure what that source was, but that did say heart attack. I don't know if it saved some of the numbers here. I don't see anything major right there on the fly. We do have these numbers over here. And look, I did not enter that much. Look, Lebanon's got the 36. Ooh. Okay. Look at Lebanon's. Lebanon's got 36. 63. Even Lebanese has 63. His mother's name, Fayrouz, has the 36 and 2 ciphers to go with the 81. Heart Attack's got 108, like 18, like 81. Heart Attack's got 36 right there. Heart Attack's got 36. His mother's stage name's got 36. Lebanon's got 36. Look at that right there. Okay, on the fly. Check that out right there. You even get heart attack with 72. Dies on the 207th day of the year, like 27, like 72. His mother's name, Noad Wadi Haddad, 127, like 27. You know, you get that 27 in there. You get that Lebanon's got 27. Okay, so damn, on the fly right there. You know, I don't know what that source is, but it was saying heart attack in that other source there, not associated with our article.
Lebanese legendary composer and playwright Ziad Rahbani, son of iconic singer Fayrouz, has passed away at the age of 69, marking the end of an era in Middle Eastern music and theater. Celebrated for his groundbreaking contributions to Lebanese culture, Rahbani began his journey in the early 1970s with the acclaimed play, Surya, and went on to craft unforgettable songs like Kifik Inta and Bala Wala Shur for his mother, while his work stood out for weaving bold political satire with rich musical innovation.
Wow, right? Damn. They'll probably algorithm was still hit with the copyright, huh? So, you know, I don't think he sings then, right? Okay. So what do you think? You know, another legend in those neck of the woods, another legend. That's what they're saying. And his mom for sure, son of iconic singer, right? So son of iconic singer Fayrouz. I didn't catch anything. I did a little bit of research. Oh, look at that. Don't let me speak too soon because he dies 118 days before his mother's birthday, who's one day after Joe Biden. And that 1 in 8, 118 is like 18. Remember, look, heart attack 108 like 18. And her name had 81, I believe, her stage name. And I was it I think there was 18s affiliated with Malcolm Jamal Warner's death as well. He's born on the 18th. I know that for sure. And I think Hulk Hogan died 18 days before his birthday. Also. Yep, Hulk Hogan died 18 days before his birthday as well. And his birthday, the 11th day of the 8th month, 118. Look at that right there. 118. Look at that. Hogan's got the 118 birthday. And this guy's mom is born in the 11th month. Her son dies 118 days before her birthday. Look at that. And notice, look, that's the 16. Look, that's the same as 16 weeks, 6 days. In a leap year, Donald Trump's birthday is the 166th day of the year. And remember, this guy dies 159 days before his birthday, and Donald Trump equals 159. Does Trump have a lot longer on the world stage? Or is he is he very high on the list where these other characters fall? And he happens to hang around. Ziad Rahbani. Sorry if I say it wrong. R.I.P. I mean, on the world stage. This is a fake world. These characters go by the numbers. You know? You got the 69 and you're gone at age 69. Composer, son of iconic singer Fayrouz. R.I.P. 69. World stage status. Until next time.